Let's talk about this latest Raw. Say hi to YouTube. This will be on YouTube later. So I thought this chapter was a lot better than last week. I don't know if I was moved. There was interesting tidbits to take away from the chapter that I think is cool, but nothing too crazy and profound. So we can go through it slowly. But before I get into it, how did you guys like the chapter? Were you guys feeling it? Was it just like a major step up from last week? You're still not moved? Oh, what's going on? How are you guys feeling about the chapter? Because I think besides some of the family head tidbits we got and some stuff here or there, it was pretty meh, but it wasn't bad. I mean, last week, I argue could have been one of the worst chapters, so anything at that point was just an upward trajectory, would have been an upward trajectory.
A little something like eeny, meeny, right from the beginning. Smoke a little pack, but the pack never timid. Church, but I'm seeing it. Curse when I'm winning. She need a new back. When it's back, I'ma bend it. Slap up some guinea. Pass me the henny. Watch a nigga black slipper yak, I'ma quit it. Swerve in the Benzie. Perfume is Fendi. Bobbin' move fast, real fast like I'm Ricky. That's 'cause I'm pretty. Came from the dirt. Shovel up a nigga, can't handle the work. Ooh, y'all, swing with it first. Young white girl like a ramble.
Definitely a lot better, but not moved. Okay. Yeah, it was a lot better than the previous chapter. That's fair. Because, yeah, that wasn't moving me at all. It was just like, whatever. But we can start getting through it and talk about all the things that are interesting about this. Did I mess up my display? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Now, I think the first thing, can I just ask something like, this is purely... I'm willing to die in this, not die in this cell, but I'm willing to admit this is a purely a me thing. But this, is anyone, like, is Hodgins' song bothering anybody? Like, I'm just not trying to see him in this role. I don't know what it is about. I don't know what it is that's bothering me about it. I can't put my finger on it. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask him to get saved, to be all, I don't know, man. He's just talking. He just be saying stuff, Mr. Trom, family head. What if... I don't know, bro. Just want him to throw hands. Isn't F.U.G? Are we getting the Gintamo stream? It's not this month. No, it's not this month. But you'll get it this year. But it's not this month. Absolutely. Maybe it's because he doesn't want to be in Big Token. Want to be big into All right. Well, I was just wondering. Maybe it's because I like Cha more than I like Hodgins' song right now. That don't sound right to me. Like, cause Cha, I didn't initially take a great liking to. His stock was rising. Dude, how this song with the MJ and the Wizards now? Jesus Christ. So he's like, I don't understand what all Mr. Hodgins saw. What do you understand? The family had trying to make Bam his son-in-law, good candidate, blah, blah. And let me ask you guys a question, too, that I've been thinking about. I don't even know if it's an interesting question. Why does Trauma Ray need a successor? Have you ever just thought about that in general? Like, from what we know, there isn't particularly any family head that's trying to particularly leave the tower or not run their family. We know with Belrier or Belrier, whatever we're calling him, he's supposed to be the successor to Gustang, apparently. Oh, he wants to be. We know Kun, Aguero, he wants to lead the Kun family someday. We know Yewa wants to lead the Yeon family. So there's people we know who are regulars in Tower Habitants who have aspirations of leading the family. That's fine, I guess. But why? They're immortal. They don't die. Nobody can step to them. They're too strong. Why would you need a successor unless you don't plan on wanting to do that? Are you going to stay in the tower, just chill out as a family head? Like, I was thinking about that in a way. Has anyone thought about that? Is that just me? Am I overthinking? I could be overthinking. I was expecting something important, solid after the war, like the after effects and all. So did I, but it is what it is. The song doesn't look good as a mediator. He's best with short, meaningful dialogue. Fair. If he just wants to Bam to breathe for him, he don't look deeper into it. Okay. Because it's almost like Chamre saying, like, someday I won't be here, and this is the guy who could run the family. I don't know. Maybe I'm interpreting that wrong, though, but I was just wondering. But all right. Let's get to the first interesting tidbit. This conversation is kind of not moving me. I guess it's just to show that Hodgins' song is ancient, and he has a lot of wisdom. We know he's the grandson of Haigh-Rankers, so it wouldn't be crazy if he knows certain things. But he said, I understand the situation pretty well. A conflict could emerge. Actually, let's start with this. So I think when I first read this, they didn't have the Ha family here. So I think this might actually be one of those live reactions. I might have to just redo, or I have to add a important pinned comment or something. We'll see what I do with it. But it says when it comes to the 10 great families being in the same position right now isn't because the families are equal in power. When it comes to power, the Aryeh, Kun, and Ha family are stronger than other families. Let's talk about that. I think that's an important detail. And I would actually argue that that's extremely consistent with what we've seen throughout the story and narrative. Now, sorry. Now, Adwan, Aryeh, and Urin, it makes sense. We saw a lot of Ha family members from Novik to Yuri to, I almost said Karaka, that's crazy, to Hajin Sung and stuff like. They generally have a pretty impressive display. The Aryeh sword worship is just tricky to deal with in general because these guys can use a sword in arguably areas where the Shinsu was dense and more liquid-like, and it's still hard. You can't really dodge it, apparently. It's supposed to be like a rule of the tower or law where you can't really dodge the Aryeh swordsmanship. And they've had a pretty good display. We've seen Y, we've seen Enieta and some other ones. And then the Kun family, especially, we've seen the most of, and they've all been relatively impressive to some degree. Conniving, cunning, smart, a little bit, they be scheming. And I'm like, those are probably the three families I feel have been represented the most in the story. And with Adwan having just clapping cheeks everywhere, yeah, it makes sense that his family would have a lot of political power because there's just so many of them, regardless. If there's some duds, you got so many, right? So I found that statement interesting. You're trying to achieve node activation with the current TOG, don't do that. Chill. Two regulars in the family would tip the balance of power. To me, Trauma thinks of Bamba as a trinket. He doesn't want the boy controlling his family. All right, that's fair. What's up, Lizard? You can hop in if you're not doing anything. What's up, though? The previous chapter was asked, but did you see Cha's abs? I did. He's shredded. Actually, Hajin Sung was a little more. He got like the like skinny muscle. I don't know. He's like slender, but he's still jacked. Yeah, so shout out to the best at Aryeh Han. I agree with that, but I think it's good. It makes sense to me. Like technicians, I think Hajin Sung had admitted that they're running around like their bodies are like sandbags and things of that nature. So I'm like, okay, I actually like them talking about, I guess, in terms of just overall power, maybe strength, that those families are the strongest. That's consistent to me. It makes sense. So I wasn't mad at it. I was hoping they'd throw in a curveball, maybe a family I didn't think of or I didn't see, like Tupari, or actually Loki, like I almost said hate on. Blood Matter's family, but all right, it is what it is. This chapter made at least more sense than the previous one, and sometimes we take what we can get. I feel it. Let's continue. Because in the balance, if you had someone like him, he'd be in a balance. Now, they were kind of talking about this and talking about what happened in the events, and he says, I know that Trauma Ray enjoys using others. Now, don't know if that's just like a anima thing or like a, control, domination. And I think that's kind of maybe in some ways consistent. I'd argue that a lot of them probably don't mind controlling other people. But I guess Hajin Sung just having this kind of internal knowledge itself is I'm trying to wonder why he knows something like that. Kind of funny that the strongest families are the ones he uses the most. Yeah. But that kind of makes sense. Because I would argue probably with other families, they have other things about them that make them very hard to deal with. Or like maybe these guys have the most power, but for all you know, other families have the most wealth, have the most, I also want to say political sway. I don't know. I don't know. But again, I don't think it's inconsistent with what I know though, so I'm okay with it. So you won't kill Viola. He's gonna use him choosing marriage. So this part was kind of weird to me. There are options other than marrying Prince Jahad, but the family had choosing marriage in this case is surprisingly reasonable. The competition is just my suggested variable. Maybe the family head would try to control that variable from now on. I think some of you guys were asking me if I thought Trauma Ray would cheat, if he would cheat, scheme, and lie and try to like manipulate the game. So maybe this is confirmation that it's very possible that he will, because he likes to control things. So this is not, I'm not mad yet because I can get it elaborated on, but I didn't like this. That night, Bam fell into a deep sleep, tired from the Battle of the Nest, and in his deep sleep, he met Mathiathan. Mathiathan? Who's Mathiathan? Leviathan! And heard stories about Trauma Ray. I like this. I like the idea of Leviathan speaking with Trauma Ray. That's a good thing. I like that. please don't skip it. Please give me some detail. Give me something. I believe that what he's going to do is, as this competition goes on, when it's most convenient for him to flash back to some story about trauma, like he actually likes his left butt cheek tickled with a cat's feather. Like, sorry, that was a dumb example, but my point is, he'll recall it in a way that Luffy recalls kind of Ray Lee's training. We won't get it all at once, so. But I do want to see it. I actually like this. This makes sense. He doesn't like Trauma Ray. You were able to subjugate something that he couldn't. Talk to Bam, work with him, try to get Trauma Ray out the pain in some way, shape, or form. What's up, Mpanzu? What's going on? Oh, is that Arrive? What's up? Yeah, these are the Raws, man. Mathiathan, intriguing. Yeah, these are the Raws, my brother. These are the latest chapter. S needs to expand on this next chapter. Yeah, I'm hoping he will too. But again, I do like this though. This is a good thing. That he should speak to him, and I want him to kind of get a grasp of all the powers inside of him and kind of merge them the way White was kind of suggesting. So, anyways. So we get to the middle area with all the beast skins and whatnot. The shooting area, they better watch out now. You ain't playing. You better not. Like, don't mess around here. So we get to the snow garden. This is obviously the best panel of the chapter, and you're probably wondering, Naya, what are you talking about? How can this be the best? You see Mew Love, baby? Do you see him? Yes, sir. Surfing. Whew. Look at him. Majestic. Blue or out. I don't touch the ground. We on a Rosalina gimmick. We stay floating. Yes, we out here in the air. Aerial combat always. Don Sula. I gotta get my Mew Love segment in every time it's in the chapter. I gotta do it. I gotta do it every time. Are you getting spoiled? I don't know. Are you caught up to the Raws, bro? I do Raw streams every once in a while, so you might be getting spoiled if you're only up the Fast Pass or officials. So, yeah. So there's a snow garden, which is interesting. So here we see Hots, we see Isu. I don't remember your name, canine person, and obviously Mew Love. I think it looks kind of beautiful. You see some of them come out. This is a very huge tree, says Evankel. Did we get warped here? And then after, shout to Sophia. Sophia just seems to have this, Sophia is a character that I have taken a pretty quick liking to because she seems to have just a general grasp of any and all situations and is able to wrap her head around what's going on pretty fast. Not to say that she's not discombobulated because it got warped somewhere, but yeah, I like this. It's really good. What's up, my guy? How you doing? I'm good, man. As usual, SAU feeding the world, Lord. I'm falling for it. You're falling for it? I feel that. So, Snow Garden, it's one of F.U.G's sacred places. This is an area inside in the tree that it snows endlessly. I think that this should be very visually pleasing. I want to see the inner tree snow. I'm fascinated by that. I hope that's really dope. Yeah, Sophia is her. I like her. And that place is where Arlene, I think this means Arlene, used to stay a long time ago. What does that mean? What are you saying to me, Sophia? You talking to me right now. I want to know more about this. What is you telling me? You know what I'm saying? So, finish mowing dinner, just chilling now. I feel that. I don't stop working until 1 a.m. I worked 2 a.m. after time. F.U.G. Lauren coming. It would be nice to possibly just a little bit about Arlene and what she used to do. Maybe this is a place she met V. Her and V got married under this tree. I don't know. I'm thinking it being a sacred place that Arlene used to be is interesting because it somewhat reminds me just a little bit of the hand of Arlene. There's a monument for her and then stuff like that. So it's gonna be really good. Possible snow Shinsu for Arlene. I like that. If a Shinsu quality snow, I'm into that. I'm not mad at it. It could work, but yeah, let's see if this ties into anything to do with Bam's lineage, V. Well, I guess that these lineage and stuff like that, but just anything more about F.U.G. and how they effing work and where their splinter cells are, where they reside, will go a long way. So let's get it. V and Arlene were fucking in the trees like Tarzan. She came here to get her cheeks clapped by me. Damn, this was the spot, eh? This was the spot. This is what they was doing to do. Trauma Ray's breed. No, I'm kidding. Anyways. The area where Yama got warped. Who are you? How dare you come to this training ground? So there's this guy. I can't remember his name, actually. I just forgot his name. But I thought he was going to be pretty impressive because he was able to see Karaka's invisible scouter thingamajig. His little drone. What is he saying? Slayer. Someone who owns him a Slayer. A ranker? And they all look like pretty unimpressed, which is kind of funny. Even like Karaka, I guess. But Karaka seemed to give him a little bit of respect. Here of the wall, looking for a place to communicate without getting out of touch. I don't know what she's doing. I don't care. And after and this is interesting. Now I want to see another translation for this, but it's just him being like, I don't want to go up against a youngster. Do with that with what you will. And it's like, how do people tell in the tower when somebody's a youngster or a young or something? Like, I'm actually intrigued by that. Like, what makes somebody young? Like, how do you look at that guy and go like, oh, that's a youngster? Has anyone thought about that? Because I remember when Yasracha called, Doom called Yasracha a kid. If you run into that, like, why did you say that? Like, Yasracha's older than you? Like, weird dialogue choices. I don't know if it's a translation thing. Maybe there's no proper way to translate whatever word that is from Korean to English, but I always wonder about it. Young and experienced, green, naive, or that's looking young. I don't think it can't be based off looks. It got to be some kind of aura they're giving off or something. I don't know. They're reading Shinsu. I guess that makes sense, but it'll be nice to get like some type of like proper confirmation of how that works and goes about it. But it is what it is. So he said that all beaskins are being dragged in by force, and that guy works for Lopabia family, and Yama gets kind of angry. He says, "You're not answering. I definitely told you to come down." And Yama completely fodderizes this guy. So I apologize for like fake hyping him or possibly hyping him. He wasn't him. He wasn't that guy, pal. He's mid. Highly mid. Yama kind of stops his attacks pretty effortlessly. He grabs him. I like this panel. It's really clean. The detail in the hand and like the boulder outlines here. I think it's really good. He's like, "Hey, are you under the Lopabia?" He's sweating already. "Where are you taking those beastkins?" "Huh? Answer me. What's with him? Who is he? Why does he know about the war? If you're forcing to wage a war for your family, I can't let you go." And here's what I find interesting about this. I don't know if anyone else picked this up. Does it look like Yama's back in his scary man position? Ooh, master of fear. Ooh, like it's like as soon as he left the nest with like Yasracha and all those surrounding like craziness, he's become that top dog again here, and it looks like he's instilling fear into his opponents again. I thought that was an interesting choice to do right after what we saw with Yama. Like, I don't think that he needs to. I don't know. I don't think it's a good or bad thing inherently. I think it depends on who you are and how you take it. Like I said last time, we just saw a drone. He not nice. Fair. You did say that. Thorkel looking ass, the bozo of the wall. He doesn't look like Thorkel. Hold on. It's the thing around his head and maybe the hair. I kind of see the Thorkel resemblance a little bit. I guess from I almost said Viking Saga, Vinland Saga. And I always give SIU credit for this. I mean, he realizes that he's fighting a beastskin, and he flies into him, and this effect I like a lot. Now, this actually kind of reminds me of the solo leveling energy trail effect. If you look at like Yama's landing here, right, you see that kind of stream, almost like the zone eyes from Kuroko, where he comes down like that. That's a nice effect. I like that. It kind of reminds me a lot of how solo leveling used to draw things. And then there's a chapter with Lalal using like Shinsu against Bam, but it hit the back of Cha, and it did this weird particle effect that I really like. So this looks pretty good. What's up, Blizzard? How you doing, brother?
What's up? I'm good. How you doing?
I'm all right. Trying to survive. My country is falling apart, but I'm trying to make it work.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll catch you up. I mean, I know you were listening, but did you have anything? Is there anything you want to say on the families, like the Ha, REA, and Kun family being the strongest?
No, I mean, you said it. I wasn't surprised. It's just like they had the most feats and they had the thing, and yeah, there's not really I mean, two of them are the 5th and 6th strength, and I know rank isn't everything, but I feel like. Rank isn't. I mean, strength isn't everything in rank, but the fact that they're 5th and 6th is kind of telling. There has to be some level of respect there.
Okay.
As for how you're, they're like the strongest and the most built, built like the physically strong. So it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, but yeah, uh, yeah, that's
Part
what
of
we
me
have
is
to
wondering if other families' natural dispositions are not necessarily suited for combat, so they're not seen as powerful. Like lighthouses, maybe not for attacking; they're more for like defense and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see how it plays out eventually. But
Yeah, yeah.
what about the snow garden? I'm trying to see the inside of that tree, bro.
Oh yeah,
I hope it looks beautiful.
Darling.
That's a pretty unique thing. I don't think I've ever seen. I mean, I want to say the closest thing I've seen to that is like Peter Pan when they like slide in the tree stump. there's like a little thing in there, but they like have an inside of a tree have its own like weather environment where it's constantly snowing. I think is very dope. And I'd be interested in knowing if it was always like that or if there was something that happened with Arlene or someone that caused it to become the snow garden. You know. Because the floor of the 43rd floor wasn't always shit like kind of shinsu-less with the administrator's corpse. That happened because of what Enryu did, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But I'm more interested. Like this is a wild thing, but I wonder if Rachel knows about this place or if she's actually visited this place before. Because I mean, she and Arlene has to, like we know that they've. Do we know if they've met before? Like she knows Arlene who Arlene is, right? I don't know if they've met before.
It's somewhat ambiguous. Like you could like it's implicitly kind of implied that she probably knows or met her like directly, but it could just be a lot. She knows a lot about Arlene for some reason. I'm not entirely sure. Like I think that depends on your perspective and how you interpret it, and possibly what translation you read. But I want to say she's met Arlene at least once. For some reason, I recall. Maybe don't quote me on this. If I could be misremembering. I remember her describing how Arlene looks, and that's why for a lot of us we were saying that possibly Icarus, or when she got her wish, what she would wish for is to actually look more like Arlene. Like when we see current Rachel and then we saw Arlene, we'd see a resemblance. I don't know if that's true though.
All I'm gonna say is if she looks like Icarus and. Jihad should not be.
He said, you better get over that. She's not bad. Feel it.
She's not at all bad.
She is not.
But
her.
Yeah. You can do better, man. You can do better. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested. Visiting might be like a kind of thing because I think what floor was? Did they say what floor this was on or no?
Say it again.
Did they say what floor this
no,
was on or no?
No, we don't know. The actual like chapter titles right now it has question mark. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. No. I was just gonna say she. I don't think she might have risen. It might be a stretch, but I think she probably at least she knows somewhat about it, maybe. But I'm excited to see what happens there. But yeah. Also. They know Arlene. I mean, okay, yeah. Well, they know obviously. I don't think that means they know about Bam.
Who knows? Sophia?
Yeah, Sophia, or like some of the elders. I don't know if they know about.
No, they know.
Okay.
Sophia kind of got like wasn't originally gonna like help Bam, but I think there's something I can't remember what she said in the third season. She did something and she came through. She's like, I'll just kind of like stay around the warp ship. But I think originally it was just supposed to be really Kel Helm getting involved in this, but then he got out observation hockeyed, and then he's like, oh, I can't help, I suck. I'm like, yeah, you do, you fucking clown.
By the goal, yes, sir.
Nah, I feel it. But yeah, so Yam was like, clench your teeth, blah blah blah. Honestly, this scene was almost gonna remind me of Kamina, but nah. He said, shut up and clench your teeth. Hits him. Then he smacks like the shit out of him, and like I've always given SIU credit for this. You notice how those snow garden people are dressed up like Arlene? I'm actually gonna go back and look at it right now. Actually, let me finish this point first before I forget because I'm an idiot. So you see that the point here is probably where Yama hit him, and he hit him all the way down through his stupid. Actually, Yama's here. I just realized he's actually here, so like, the impact kind of goes up here, but he punched him through whatever weird satellite thing he was standing all the way down, like Jesus Christ, and probably freed the beastkins of being controlled. Let me go up for a sec and see the people of were they all dressed a certain type of way? For real? Yeah, they all have this kind of robe on, or what's the word I'm looking for in Japanese? I can't remember what they're called, and it has a certain type of tie to it, like the way that they tie the bow. That's interesting. So maybe you guys are right on that. They dress like trash, no doubt whatsoever. Oh, fucking kill me. I don't want to Van Killer speak anymore. Stop talking. See Korean clothes. All right, but all right, let's get down. Let's go down. So he punches that guy through it. Then we get back to the Pobeda mothership, the reading room. So the guys are just book merchants. They just read Way of Kings all day. That's all they're doing.
Arguing Game of Thrones and Stormlight. Like that's how they do it.
So they're reading Tom Sawyer. This guy's reading Tom Sawyer out of the I don't know, man. Like, listen, maybe it's just me, and maybe I'm over whatever this, but P Diddy, whatever his name is, he always has the mask, the bandana around his face, right? That's like when we first saw him, wasn't he bandana up?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember a lot of the nest.
My point is, he don't look any different than how he would look naturally, because he always hiding his face, is what I'm trying to say. For other people, maybe they have some characteristics that someone would recognize and be like, oh, that's this guy from the Lopabia family. I get that. But he's always looking like this for the most part, except I guess maybe the sweater he has on. No one knows who this is? Isn't Owl supposed to be something like no one knows who this is? Come on, dude. I can't take this. This is unserious to me. There's no way you don't know this is fucking the guy from the Lopabia family. But I'm hoping that just deep down the Pobeda know they're there and they're plotting something. But Jesus Christ,
they're probably playing with him. But he has those wings on his neck,
right?
Or something, right? It's part of
these things coming out. Like, come on. Like Perseus, I guess got like the green hair or something. Like, I don't know, dude. But anyways, Pobeda vessel. Ground of Books, 3rd District. So we have Rachel playing. Wait, his hair is blue? Yeah, I think so, yeah. We got Rachel, she's playing these guys. I guess you guys are the Three Stooges? Are they the dumbasses of the Pobeda family? Pobeda, Enver, and Lagma. They tweaking over Yura. Yura's such a bozo. Man, they really got P. Diddy reading a lecture to them kids. Yeah, kind of funny, but it is what it is. So I'm guessing these two are like dumb. I wonder if the actual Pobeda trait is a love for literature and narratives and like a high IQ. The way that maybe for like the Quinn family it's John Sula, and for the Thing family it's being the Flame user. I can't remember. Juan user, Jan. I don't remember, but yeah. So I wonder. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. It's kind of really funny because I'm assuming they call them like idiots, but they're probably smarter than like majority of the people. Still, it's just like comparatively, they'll probably be
to the people in their family. They seem okay. Yeah, I like that. I'm not mad at that. That'll be good. It works for me. But anyways, they're like, oh, so basically they're here to meet her. I like Rachel too. We don't want to treat us like idiots of the family. How about the Kun family? Can you take them out? It's difficult. Like she's plotting. Difficult? Even if I personally ask Mr. Bell here for a favor. Mister, he said he wants to meet you and he listens if he likes it. If it's possible, I'll try. And she's like, okay, she's playing the hell out of them, obviously, right? Now they dumb as F in general. Look how they moving, man. Those boys can't read? That's crazy. Nobody knows how anybody looks in the tower. We've had people not recognize Urek and even Jihad. And I hear you. But I personally believe that's a problem. Especially when you have the ranking system based on something like influence and recognition. If you got, I don't know. Again, at this point, I'm just beating the dead horse. It is what it is.
That is always so funny to me, man. Like the one I always think about is, I'm a thing, but like the one thing about is like, like Bamfa or Jihad is like, how do they not like instantly think about wagging them? But that's just
fair. I'm with you. That horse been dead. Belleria is probably the equivalent of Holland in the Popadal family. You think so? I wonder. Oh, I mean, fair enough. So here's Popadal mate Ha. Is he a hybrid? That's what I was thinking. Is he a Popadal hybrid? Because Ha would be part of the Ha family, right? All right, nice talk.
No,
I'm asking you.
My bad. I'm not gonna lie. I did not even notice that. I just saw Pompidou thing. I didn't even peep the name. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
name is Mate. So, and Popadou is the last name. I mean, I'm just saying. So, that's all.
I think that's always I'm like interested in. I mean, I guess it's just natural. But how did they choose whose family like they become part of?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know,
I don't know. I believe someone informed Gustang a few chapters ago that love would be a family to the present mothership, so Popadals definitely know their Lopabia. Yes, they actually did say that. They know that they're rankers from the Lopabia family, but it's just like, based on how kind of they hyped up Owl and stuff, and even when like Hodgin Sung saw him, he recognized him immediately. I thought people would be able to recognize who I call P. Diddy, but again, it is what it is. His build also show he got hot blood. You think so? I mean, he kind of like big and muscular. I mean, I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I mean, look at him. He brolic, fair. I know, mate. Why would my father appoint me as a deputy? Because he believes in me. But this is the last time, okay? I will be going. How many times did he say only this time? So Rachel talking shit, and she's like, shut up, outsider. Like, I will not take that from Rachel. I'll backhand her with this fucking staff. Who the fuck are you talking to?
Why is he talk?
Right? Don't you talk shit to me, nigga. Who are you talking to? Before you get this backhand with this staff. What's wrong with you? But anyways. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, inside the prison living room. So there's Kun. He walks out. He looks kind of drippy. I won't lie to you. He got some drip. Looking healthier than I thought. It seems the treatment of prisoners is good here. Rachel, why are you here? Oh, was that him? The one I can abandon after playing with it? The blue cat? Well, you're quite cute. Can you say meow? I don't know what to do with that scene, honestly. It's not really moving me. But I've always been a really big fan of the Rachel and Aguero conflict. Like, they do not like each other. And sometimes Aguero has the upper hand, or he thinks he does, and sometimes Rachel does. So I'm just interested in seeing how it's going to play out this time. You have any Chad and you, Lizard? Do you have any deep thoughts on Belleria or whatever his name is so far? Like, what's good with this guy? I just don't like him. What the hell is wrong with his head? Is that a tattoo? Is that a scar? Why
I think it's supposed to be like a crown tattoo, right?
I don't know. Is it?
Like I might be tripping.
I hate it. It's ugly. It looks like someone's vital signs on like one of those like hospital thingies, like toot toot, to like monitor the heart rate. That's what it looks like to me.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. I mean, I kind of got the like zigzag thing, but Bellier or whatever, Bellier. Oh man, I don't like. I obviously not enough, but I just don't. I don't rate him. I don't think he's gonna be all that. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of with you. I feel like Rachel. I feel like he's gonna get himself in some deep trouble or clapped up because Rachel's playing him. That's what I think. Could we assume that two of Rachel's wishes were probably a position the Gustang family and ally since? Interesting. I'm gonna be very honest. I don't think she's used any wishes yet. I don't know. What do you think? I think she's used 0 out of 3 so far.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see maybe she traded information, like whole life information, or lean, like or something like that, to get this position of power. But that's, I mean, though it's like, why would Gustang do that? He'll probably just get information, like But I don't know who Gustang really is. But yeah.
Okay.
Though like the chat said, but I think that's just one thing. If he's an ally, it's like I don't think he should waste 2 wishes. I wish I had an ally. A position, just be like, make me a position of power, and have me be important, something important, whatever. But yeah,
okay, feel it. Let's see what I was saying. Could probably be as soon as 2 Rachel. Oh, I saw that already. I don't know. It's like a dude might be a freak. Ain't it a monster face? It is? A monster face? Maybe I have to look at another angle in a second. Look at it in a second. He don't move me. Dude's not fit the image of a high-ranking public down member in my head. He's not even that advanced ranker. He's just a ranker. Stang bought them there for a reason. It wouldn't be smart to hurt them. It's fair. I don't like arrogant people who aren't likable. This Bell Rear guy's not it. He don't look like he's somewhat different from normal humans. Dang. He built similar? That's crazy. From what we know, she hates her appearance. If she used the wishes for sure, she would have changed her appearance. That's what I think too. But what would be interesting is, what if I'm overthinking that. Let me not do that. That didn't happen. I was gonna say, what if people were meant to? Oh, he's way taller than them. Yeah, he's big.
Oh, Bellier?
No, Mate. I was looking at Mate.
Oh, no.
Yeah, when they walk by him, they look like he looks like me. I don't know. It could just be a perspective trick, but he looks like he's up to the man's waist.
I mean, Rachel is like really short. She'd be like,
yeah, Rachel's tiny and she's absolutely swagless, but somebody's being moved by them freckles.
You don't wait this hide back though.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I mean, it would be kind of funny. Like, Kun can fly, right? Like, what if he just starts flying on? He has a high position next. Because it's like it's just to represent, right? The head higher ground or whatever, like they're above him.
Oh, yep.
Like,
yeah, he's tall as hell. Finish my thoughts. What was I even saying? What was I talking about? I forgot actually. Rachel's already setting up to undermine Bella. Yeah, I think she's gonna mess him up. What's up, Irene? Welcome.
Considering that, man, if Bellier just fall, like, I know Rachel's quote unquote smart. I mean, quote unquote, she is smart, but like, and she's conniving. But like, if he falls to that, or like he just gets played by her, like, man,
you're not him.
Mustang needs to pack it up.
Yeah, like, this is the guy who's supposed to be the leader after you. So, yeah.
That'd be interesting though. It's like, it's a double thing where she tries using him, but he's actually like, he knows that and he's just using, like, it's kind of just like, he's playing the fool to get on top.
I like that. I'm into that.
That's the.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people see themselves so far above Rachel, they don't pay attention to when she's setting them up. There could be that too. They're just looking down on her, like, just general abilities and stuff. She doesn't realize that she plays the long game, the slow manipulative game and stuff. But originally, this guy said he's not interested in having a slave or whatever. I wonder what she said to make him be very interested in Aguero. Like, why? Why would he care? I don't know. Just got so many questions. I just hope that it makes sense in the end.
It wasn't that just because she said that, like, after that, like, he said, like, he's like, I don't want to stay in the last chapter. He's like, you can just play with him. Like, you have a little blue cat that you can play with and throw away when you don't want to.
Yeah, but like, why?
He's a sadist. Like,
but he doesn't like slaves. Like, I don't know. Maybe is that too far for him? Slavery is too far.
Yeah.
Okay. Discards.
I guess he's the kind of guy who plays.
What does play mean? Yeah. Does he literally want him to meow? He's gonna turn him to Yasaracha the way Trauma is like, you're a cat, go play in the cat tower.
Probably just like, I mean, knowing the Poppy Doll family, it's always something more like mind related, like psychological. Like psychological torture, I guess, like things like that. So, like, just picking the brains and doing shit. That's what I'd say. But yeah.
Okay, fair. A lot of people see themselves. Oh wait, I feel like Belle is an upstart. That's a good name. I always just call him Belle. That works for me. Shout out to Belle. The real Belle is from Beauty and the Beast. Though. Shout out to the real Belle. Belle is an upstart who's too big for his britches. He feels like he's constantly posing. He's got to constantly remind people of his position and power. I mean, based on what we got so far, I don't think that's inconsistent. Maybe I have to see it a bit longer and more, but I don't disagree with that, actually. Who's that? Belleria is probably the in charge because Gustang is planning a war. He needs people who are trusted to run the daily operation while he is out. Okay. You think maybe he has a position similar to Keating, where Keating probably does the running of Trauma Ray if he's not in his like regular turn to mothership? I guess that could work, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time believing just a mere ranker has this level of power and control right now. Like there's other advanced upper rankers or advanced rankers, if you will, whatever translation you like better, and high rankers in his family. I don't know. It's hard to. I'm operating with like not even half the cards for this deck, so I'm not entirely sure to make of it.
Okay. I'm gonna give the wildest. Okay, this is super wild. Like, okay, okay, so Gustang's a favorite. We can all agree. I don't know if we can agree, but I think Gustang loved N, right? Like, I think he loves his daughter. I think he realized he fucked up, right? This is part of the theory. What if, like, Gustang, like, what if Belier is like one of the few direct descendants he has, and like he's like the closest that one. Like, I'm not impaired, but just reminds him of N, and that's maybe why he trusts. Like, maybe why he loves like has him as second. Like, it's kind of like hard. I think you get what I mean, though.
Yeah, like it's one of the few people. I mean, if he was also Eurasia's kid, it would probably have both the surnames. So I don't think that he procreated with Eurasia, but him being a direct descendant could make some sense to why he's got a little bit of elevated power in the family like that. I'm not mad at that. I mean, that makes some sense to me. No, but I hear you. Like, because of whatever position, whatever he does, or whatever, maybe he has some ability or something he said or done that reminds him of N, like his sealed daughter. I do think he cares about his daughter, and even Eurasia, even though he be hating on her low key, but love and hate are two sides of the same coin, So
I do also think. I mean, this is like this is way out there, but every like imagine he has an inferiority complex, like because he's trying to get like like every kid, and like he's trying to get the attention. He's trying to be the person for Gustang, but he just realizes he's just a replacement for N. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's possible.
Like that'd be interesting. So like his whole dynamic is just inferiority complex. That's why he I think somebody in the sad chat said that he constantly gives out his power because maybe he's trying to just fight back against what's inside of him, or like the inferiority he feels, especially because that's why. My bad. It makes sense why. It makes sense. Like, because I don't think it had to be direct descendant. But I don't think he'd give anybody.
Yeah. Has Bell is probably in charge because Gusting is planning a war. He needs. Oh, I read it already when he's out. Also, Bell has never seen a Quinn before. Is he that read him? I don't know. I have no idea why he's like, ooh, a blue cat. Oh, meow. I just really think it's really weird. That's not moving me personally, I guess. Probably Gusting needs a good second around just as much as Gusting is toying with people and scheming. I think Gusting is either testing this guy or he's setting him up for the fall. If he had that much authority and responsibility, why does he have so much spare time? The 2 times we've seen bro, he's been lounging. I guess that makes sense, but then I guess I can throw out that if there's nothing to do because the family's running well right now, he might have free time, and a lot of the times the boss, when they get to a certain point or whatever, they don't do as much work more than they do like managing and supervising and walking around pretending they're more important than they are. I don't know. Fair enough. That's fair. I guess that's fair though. I don't think that Bell's even on the level of Keating and Gusting. Probably he got his main dudes with him on the same place. If we saw him giving Rachel her wishes, that's why it stays closer to Holland. Okay, that's fair. But isn't Holland a high ranker already? I don't know. I don't remember if he was a high ranker, but Bam made him look foolish. Him versus Holland would be interesting. I am still sad Captain killed the cool dude. Do the rankings come with pictures? Did his text? I don't know. 3-day weekend. What's up, low? High and low. Actually, let me ask you this randomly. This is nothing to do with the chapter, really. Just something that someone had asked me in a previous... Well, today's, I guess the video that would have came out today, this won't be coming out today, but is there, what would be the biggest lore event that you know of in the tower that we haven't seen that you'd be interested in seeing? The 3 examples that Blaze used when he asked this question, he used Arya Han's test with Urek, the all-war floor with V. Arlene versus Jihad and the Empire or whatever, or all the family heads, and something else he said. I actually picked Gustang just discovering Shinsu. Like literally, I want to know the beginnings of someone discovering, measuring, and trying to understand Shinsu, and then how it progressed from that moment on. That was my choice. My honorable mention was the creation of the 13-month series and the keys and the goals to the 13-month series. What's up, Vince?
Are we only picking one?
You can like give throw an honorable mention if you want, and then
What's up, Vince?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no, because I got a lot of things that I
Go
would
ahead.
look forward to be honest.
Let's talk about it.
This is the best part of the series, to be honest, at this point. So, Adori getting introduced, you know about me.
Yeah.
That's number one. Jihad changing the contract. I want to actually see that play out if we get that.
Okay. I didn't think about the contract for you more. Okay.
Yeah, Jihad getting the contract that basically changed them forever, made them immortal.
Okay.
If I had to pick one, this is my honorable mention. I still don't know if this is gonna play out. I want to know with what is her name? Pink purple hair Jihad princess.
Oh, Repzilla?
Reptilia.
Yeah. I damn near called her Replica.
Riku Replica?
Yeah. But whatever she has planned with that, I want to see. Because that's more like future lore than past lore.
Mm-hmm.
But that's be my honorable mention.
For me,
does
I think
care
it's
about White getting
obvious.
sealed? Just out of curiosity? I don't know.
No.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Maybe if it's...
I thought about it, but after what happened, I don't care about White no more.
Yeah, that's the problem. They took it away. Everything I was going to care about as far as that.
My pick would be the red light district and just everything that's going on between, like, what happened there, what's the actual truth there, and like, how they go. Because I'm a wagon merchant, and for my honorable mention, I might go for like how Bayak Rune and Europe met, because that, like, from what I read about
the forest and stuff. Okay, that's okay. I'm into that.
Yeah, like he gave the forest to him, and it's like you can carry it with you. So that, hey man, a real friendship. But yeah, that's my.
Feel it? I respect it.
That room be smelling crazy with them lighthouses. That's crazy.
Wow.
What's my girl from Persona 5 who just be in a room with the orange hair all day? Futaba. she in there stinking. Neat life. Yuri meeting Phantom Minim. I'd rather just see the family head backstory. That's fair. If the Rankins came with pictures, the family heads and Jihad Clay don't have the pictures up, or they got some old pictures. They catfishing. Seeing a great warrior flashback would be amazing. The 13 Warriors is regular climbing. That room, maybe End getting still be a good one. I'd like to see Phantom Minim attack the palace because I really want to see what he looks like and what the weird weapon he was using. Lizard wants to see the red light district. I see you. Arlene being crazy with Baby Bam. That's not a bad one either. And maybe the truth behind V's death and stuff like that are some interesting ones. So. And that was a question I was asked today, so we're gonna see what some of the other creators say in that too. But also, I did post this on what is it called? YouTube community post thing. I posed this not too long ago before I went live. So I want you guys can answer this too, and you guys can answer in the chat if you want. You can still go to the community and the community post and give it a reply and answer. I'd appreciate it. But I basically asked him what their favorite Jihad princess was. It could be one we've seen very little of, or one we haven't seen at all yet, but which one's your favorite and why? And I only wanted one. I don't want no honorable mention. I don't want no second this and that. I just want one. Pick one. I told them if they pick two or say honorable mention, I'm not reading. I'm deleting the comment. I'm not reading it.
So what we see so far. So are we picking, or are you talking about just the comment section?
Oh no! Well, I mean, for the comment section, but yeah, for me, Sanak, we know that the Demi Princess.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna just answer, even though you didn't ask me to answer. If I had to pick one, right now, it's Machini. Out of everybody we've seen so far.
But out of everybody you haven't seen is probably Adori, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Out of everybody, just on, because for me, Machini's just the most interesting so far. I like almost every princess we've seen except
so do I for the most part.
The other two. But yeah. But
Repstilla is probably the one I've not taken a big liking to because I just think she smells.
Yeah, I feel that. The two twins, they're kind of whatever. I don't dislike them.
I like how they
Kind of
look.
whatever though.
I like how they look.
Yeah,
Local
that's that's all I got
Local be
going
a
for it.
family. Women be looking nice. I mean, I guess I don't know about Spider
Shout out,
Mommy,
man.
but yeah, Alfine, Elaine, all of them, they'll be looking nice. So,
Yeah.
but
My pick would be it's probably basic. I'll go Yuri. I don't. Yeah, I'll go Yuri.
I'm not mad at that. I liked all till the law started talking all day. You repping Uber Chan? I'm not mad at that. Okay, Vince, let me catch you up to what we were talking about already. So we'll just go through this. Did you read the chapter at all or not?
This most regular or raw?
Oh no, this is a raw stream.
Oh, okay,
You
no,
are
I've seen
safe.
the most recent one.
You are safe.
Okay.
Okay, so
I've seen
I
the
think
most-
I remember talking with you a bit off stream, but in this translation they talked about the Ha family, REA family, and Kun family being the three strongest, and I don't know if anything you want to elaborate on that.
Yeah, you did tell. Oh, okay. So basically, when I was talking to Nah, I basically said that makes sense based off what we know about them. The Ari Han's family, basically, their sortate niece can't be blocked or anything like that. The Kun family, he has the most children, and he seems to have the most like with everybody. So it's like just based off of diversity, that makes sense. And then the Ha family, they have like the strongest quote unquote like physical attributes or body. So all of that makes sense.
And Kun has the most kids, so I'm the one has the most kids. So yeah, you're right there. There's a part here where it says the narrator says that that night, Bam fell into a deep sleep, tired from the Battle of the Nest, and in his deep sleep, he met Leviathan and heard stories about Trauma Ray, and then it kind of skips it. What I'm saying is, I actually like this. I like Trauma Ray, Jesus Christ. Leviathan speaking to Bam about Trauma Ray. I actually like that. That's dope to me, but I don't want him to skip it. I don't want this to be all it is, and then like, because what I think he's gonna do is come something a little bit similar to like the Rayleigh flashback with Luffy. Anytime it's very convenient, he's gonna flash back to Leviathan, telling him something about Trauma, like Trauma Ray's favorite henchman here, or this princess likes her left butt cheek tickled with a cat claw. Like, I don't want to see that. Like, just don't just tell me in the next chapter, please, or give me something. You know, I don't want him to keep it like mystery, so he can just fill it in whenever he wants. I don't know if you agree with that though.
No, I see. You and me kind of feel the same. I don't mind flashbacks and stuff like that, but at some point, I feel like they become like really lazy as a way to cop out for you not having to do things in real time.
Yeah,
You're just like, oh, I can just like how we were talking about the training a long time ago. It's like, what's the point of like I want to see the training in real time. Like you using this to like reflect back on the training later, so you basically have an excuse to write in whatever you want whenever. Because that's really what it is sometimes. Sometimes there are established backstories and things you planned out and you use at the proper time. But then there's other times where you're just like, I'm gonna just put this in here because I need an excuse to write in this power. So I'm gonna be like, oh, remember when you talked to Yvette in Hell off screen with the training that happened 3 years ago, but now, oh, remember she told you this part too. It just comes off as lazy to me sometimes.
yeah.
That don't mean it can't be well done though, but it can also come off as just absolutely fucking lazy. So it just kind of depends, I guess.
Okay, that's fair. They were said about the Haas, Kuns, and REAs. I think in season 2 it's old news. Is that actually, did they say that? Who said that? I don't remember who said it. It would have depended on who said it though. But maybe you're right. Maybe you're right about that. I don't know about that. That could be on me. You don't remember that. You were hacked. No, you want Spider Mom to step on you. It's okay. You're trying to get webbed up. you trying to get hit with them sticky web. Shout out to Pokemon. I'd like to see a next journey onto meeting Graham. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. Leviathan told Bam that Trauma Ray was a freak. He's Bam's father. He's a bozo. The hot tech be tight. Demon hands all day. Now where that come from? You know what I'm saying? Not like what happened with Cha. Skipped. King Crips are going crazy. Leviathan gonna tell Bam how Trauma Ray got no holes in his life. Maidenless. That's crazy. Not prepared. Trauma had cameras installed in Wang Wang and then in Nea's hotel room. Absolutely, he was watching. Yeah, I know he was watching. Flashbacks can be used well, but if it's lazy, if you use them, don't be that obvious. Yeah, you're gonna get webbed up, man. What else did I want to talk about in this chapter specifically? Well, I spoke to you about this random ranker guy. Oh no, the Snow Garden is interesting because it's where Arlene used to stay at apparently. So the where Sophia and Co and company. So Sophia, the greatest of all time, you'll love. I really never remember this canine person's name, but I remember the design with the armor like arms and the little wings, fluffy things. Isu, Ship, and the other twin who's Soda, whatever. The brother got clapped, the other one got clapped by White. They're there. We see some people pull up. They're all dressed pretty similarly. The chat pointed that out to me. And then after Vankel has dialogue for well know why, stop talking. You get to get out my fucking webtoon. It's the Snow Garden, says Sophia. Oh, things there too. Gus, forgot to talk about them. It's one of F.U.G's secret places. It's there is an area inside that in the tree that it snows endlessly. I like that. I think that'll be a very beautiful place to see. It's somewhere in the tree where it's snowing inside the tree. I want to see that. I hope he draws it nice. But she also said that place is where Arlene used to stay a long time ago, so it's connected to Arlene and probably V. We made some jokes about V and Arlene just clapping by the tree, in the tree, but do you think this area is going to be significant into us getting a bit of extra lore and tidbit about F.U.G, or it's the red herring? It's nothing. Mister, what do you think?
I think about it. You're coming up with some pretty interesting things there, my friend.
Yeah. Nak was my draw to the series. I'm glad she's coming back, but I'm worried about her role in this arc. So am I. Leviathan has a stash of how embarrassing from a party. He got him blacked out drunk. They turned up on the hidden floor. They got him with his ass out, passed out on the chair. Another thing I was thinking about, Vince, I don't know if you thought about this. This kind of came to me randomly today, actually, after I recorded something for that's fine. Abyss 6. Why does he need a successor, quote unquote, anyways? If you guys are immortal and don't want to leave the tower. It's one thing if they're talking about leaving the tower. We know where Rek wants to do that, and Arlene tried to find a way out the tower. Like, why would you need a successor? We have a little bit of that with Aguero and Yoa wanted to lead their family someday, and Traumer's like, yo, he'll be the head of this family someday. Like, I just found that interesting when I'm thinking about it. Do they not want to run forever? Do they want to just chill out in the tower? Are they gonna leave? Like, what's up with that? I was thinking about it.
I just think they just don't want to run. It's like the Haw family. Durin doesn't run this. They're two twins, right? I just think it's that where like they don't want, they don't want to do the daily thing. They'll be like still the head, but they don't want to run the actual family. So I think it's just people who's gonna run. I don't think it's anything about them trying to leave or anything. But yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I'm just wondering. Is it just me, but I want to go to a wild party in this tower? I think they would have left something for Bam in that forest. Actually, multiple. Urek must be legendary. He still doesn't get. Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking about that, and then Yama completely flutterizes this bozo, so it's a waste of time. He sucks, I guess. Like, so I wonder what Yama's gonna do. Like, cause I guess what I'm thinking. Well, you know what? I said I was thinking about this, but it literally just popped into my head. But Yama is a houndborn. He's a canine person. And Yasrat is a feline person. Do you think it's possible that Yama becomes the king of all beastkins in general, regardless of what, like, their animal splicing, whatever they're, like, spliced with, whether it's a Chondrichthyes or avian species or whatever? Do you think it's possible that this is building him up to actually be, like, the master of all beastkins in general? I'm just curious.
I'm probably not like thinking straight enough to answer this question because I just don't take Yama that seriously anymore. So I'm fucking cool.
Fair enough.
What am I supposed to think?
I was actually commenting on the fact that SLU put him back in this scary, like, ooh, I put fear into you role. I don't know what to do with that. As soon as he left the nest, he came back. Like, he had that guy sweating, scared. Like, who was this? Like, think of how, like, Fusile acted the first time he saw Yama before Yasrat just saved him. In the wall of peaceful coexistence. I'm getting those vibes.
Yeah, I have no clue what I'm supposed to think of Yama right now, so it's kind of hard.
Okay. By the way,
what is he?
Yeah, no, that's fair. They obviously want to leave the tower and be big in Tokyo. You guys have so many big in Tokyo jokes now. Shout out to my guy, 3 Moon, aka Once Upon a Time Toronto Frost. By the way, it was Han who said that the Ha and Kun families were the only ones comparable to the Aria family. It was in a flashback during the Dollar Show. Okay, all right, that's fine. Thank you. High-ranked cocaine must be wild. Yo, the booger Sugar gotta be having that ignition. Imagine having your fun isekai adventure and then being told you have to run your own government. I don't blame the family yet. I don't know. I don't think I'd turn out like this in this tower. I'll just do my own thing. I probably more like in a wreck. Like maybe I have a
I
group
feel
organization.
like I have to see what
family.
happened and how it happened. Did this take place, like their change take place over like thousands of years, or like they just like one day got bored, or like what happened?
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. I love how menacing Yama looks in this chapter. We need that nigga back. Recharge says, I think that's probably what will happen. Yes, hope that Wang Wang will become the leader of the Beastkin and lead them to freedom. I think Yama will take that role. Entirely possible. I guess I was thinking about it. I'm like, he's just a Houndborn leader, and there's different types and whatnot. Like we got the goat man, too raw. You know what I'm saying? He's too raw. I can't believe my prophecy failed. Right when I was not too late. What if the ass was like, I have like 3 minutes left, and you just see Too Raw sneak in, he pull out the horn, and he goes, shh, just kills him, slowly drives the dagger into his like heart or whatever. So we'll see. He has to go. I mean, Yama to go. I'm glad he's radiating his energy again, because that's what made him my favorite Slayer. Also, Yas in here to pack him up again so he can go wild. What happened to Tura? I don't think Tura ever actually mattered. I was just being an asshole.
No, he was too raw for the series.
He was too raw. He left the tower. He got out. He found the way out with pure honest and swag.
I don't know if you answered this or thing. Do you think this section with Yama and them are important, or is it just like a transition thing?
That's kind of why I'm wondering why like this guy is bringing beastkins in general somewhere, and Yama getting the Fang probably got some of the flashback as understanding exactly what he is. He knows he's not actually some like hound born of the dog, whatever. He's a human that's spliced with some DNA, and his mom, blah blah yada yada X Y and Z.
He's a byproduct.
he's a Inuyasha. He's a half breed, but I think maybe he's building with it, cause in my head, like I'm obviously was wrong about all this, by the way, right? So like we can clown me for that. Maybe I'll make a video clowning all the things I got completely wrong in season 3. So that's not a bad idea, cause I thought in my head Yama would become a Slayer and go off to do his own thing. Possibly still makes sense if he really becomes like the ultimate beastkin leader, whether you're a shark man, bird man, dog man, cat man, whatever, cheetah woman, like you're good. You know what I'm saying? I guess I still feline. It's cat, but anyways. And then because I thought Doom would die. I really didn't think Doom was gonna make it this far. I really didn't. I'm surprised he's still here. I really thought he was gonna get clapped, but all right. And then I thought Paul would be the leader of the cage in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? So that was what I'm thinking. But maybe they're leading Yama to have a bigger leadership role by galvanizing all these beastkin in general. So. We'll see. It's also nice that Mark Twain and the American South exist somehow in the tower. Yeah, them reading Tom Sawyer was pretty interesting. Dude's reading Tom Sawyer, bro. I'm gonna rule the minorities in the tower. Of the mice men, better than the mice men not moving me. Doom was on my pack watch for sure. It'd be fine. It's fine being an ally as much as it's fine doing his own thing. Giraffe Man, shout Hamlet. Hey, we need Batman from the Beast Pirates to come through. So I don't know if you remember this guy, Vince, the guy I call P Diddy, one of the owl from the Lupabia family. He's the one with the horny ass bird.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know if you remember. He always has this, like, I guess, I don't know if it's a fitted cap or a snapback. I think it's a fitted, maybe. I don't remember. Actually, isn't there a panel from the back, actually, in the next one? Is it a fitted or snapback? No, it's a fitted. All right? And he actually, from what I can remember, I think someone in the comment section actually confirmed this. He always has that mask on, like the bandana around his face. That's like how he rolls. So that would be kind of his default look. So what I'm confused about is how no one recognizes this guy if he's supposed to be that nigga in the Lopabia family. For Perseus and stuff, I get it.
The same way that people don't know who irregulars are, and maybe don't know who family heads are. I don't know.
I mean, I guess while we think it's nonsensical, it's consistent.
Yeah.
No one knows who anyone is. And yeah, Rachel plays these 3 dumbasses and then goes with Belriere to like Kun's room and is like, "Oh, you're a cute cat. I want to play with you. Can you meow for me?" Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. It's not moving me, but I do always care about the Aguero and Rachel dynamic. We also got a hybrid member here, Pobadal Mate Ha.
I just thought her being reintroduced was just gonna be like.
Haven't I seen Mate before? Actually, am I tripping? No, I'm tripping. No, I'm tripping. I'm sorry. No, I'm tripping. But yeah. So
Okay.
what were you saying?
I thought her introduction back to the story was gonna be bigger. Maybe I was expecting too much.
So did I. I thought it would be a really grand event because I really think the level of intrigue for this story elevates to a whole new level and tier when Rachel is involved. But maybe this is just the changing nature of the story that we're experiencing. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, also I just thought like we would see her with some fucking one of her wishes. I really thought one of the wishes were gonna be an appearance wish. I really did.
I don't think she's used any of them yet, personally speaking.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, because I really think if she was gonna use a wish, it definitely would have been an appearance wish. So like I said, I'm not just gonna like be like it's bad because of my own headcanon, but I just don't know what to expect now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when is it coming? like what's the deal?
I don't know. Doom didn't die and Paul got deleted from the story, so your predictions were completely Aguero about to become a S slave. I'm pretty sure they know that they're part of Lopabia family. They told Gus Dang. No, I know they know they're part of Lopabia family, but they don't know who they are specifically is what I'm saying. Like, Cause I gave SIU credit when Owl, Holland, and Hodgin Sung all recognize each other as purely based off appearance. To me, that makes sense.
That was
like,
cool.
That's
we should have had more of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe it's not consistent. I don't know. Maybe these guys just don't know any better. They just be in here reading Tom Sawyer. So I don't know. I'm getting chained up. Probably think about delete from the wall peacefully. Yeah. I feel that, but yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting to think about. That's all I'm saying. But I do think Rachel's not going to disappoint me. I don't think he's really missed with Rachel yet, but this reintroduction has been a little weird and wonky in some ways. But let's see what happens. I'm sure Gus Dang brought him. Yeah, Gus Dang brought him here for a reason. So we'll see what he has planned and in store. But yeah, Rachel has more up her sleeve. Because I part of me thinks that this Bel Rear guy who thinks he's gonna like run the family is getting set up bad by Rachel, and he's gonna look like wildly incompetent by the end. And Gus Tang's gonna be like, "Fucking bug, stop." I feel like Aguero could escape because I think that this Pobadal Mate Ha guy might be his way out. I don't know. Is he in here by himself though? Like, he came with what? Who did he come with again? Was that Huara Yun and shit? I gotta go look. I don't remember now. Hold on. But Huara Yun and a couple other people.
Huara Yun arrived, I think.
Like Arya and stuff, right? Are you with them?
Huara Yun doing stuff. I will say that. I really like Huara Yun.
Yeah, Vincent. Yeah. No, keep going. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying. I really like what she brings to the story. She's on screen too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's Vincente, Aguero. I see. Huara Yun. I actually don't know who that is cut off. Maybe I'll go back one more chapter when they actually got warped. Might see.
So I forgot Arya was the thing. Why is she still here? Okay. Okay. We can forget about her. But yeah.
I forgot about this guy's slow, like 8-month death that's gonna happen. I guess I'm not moved to go that far back. It is what it is. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, any final thoughts on the chapter? Chat. Any questions? I'm about done here.
What did your chat say about the tournament stuff?
What tournament? Well, I guess we haven't focused. This chapter didn't really have anything talking about the competition like that. I guess the beginning of the chapter a little bit, but it just seems like Jin Sung is just telling Cha stuff that he doesn't know because he was sealed for so long. I don't know. He's talking about he understands the situation really well and stuff like that. So,
but that's also a thing that I think brought up. He said Trauma Marine is like he wants to use BAM as like a weapon to tilt the balances between everybody, right?
Mm.
So once again, why would Tromari let him fight for his freedom? If he's trying to use him to get everybody out there, like why would he let him? You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
like this just confirms that it makes. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, but it doesn't make sense, right? But
Yep. Rachel feels so one note to me. Her first thing to do after all this time to try go after double A, fair. Then you guys think just gave her the means to make her wishes come through, and they're still trying to compliment. Do you think I'll come to compete it? You think it's maybe one of the things where it's like if you do certain things you get a wish, but she has to like complete tasks. She hasn't completed any of them because she's trash. It's possible that Gustan can't change Rachel's appearance. Have we ever seen someone changing appearance? Well, we know rumors of someone being created with Shinsu. If you can create life, I don't see why. That seems to me to be something akin to matter manipulation. So I don't see why someone who can do that wouldn't be able to change someone's appearance if you can manipulate matter. But it's a good question. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I just listen. At the end of the day, that's my own headcanon. So like that's why I said I'm not mad at it. I just thought it would be like addressed because it's basically the second chapter with her. I thought she would at least like bring it up, so that way we would know something, anything.
I thought she was just like she said you're looking fine, but like I thought she was saying like, yo, didn't I blow you up? How you here? But we'll see.
Yeah, she just kept going on as usual, like she didn't expect him to die or anything like that. So but this story tends to do things like that from time to time. So I don't, like I said, I'm not trying to.
Gustan was gonna try to snap his fingers, dragging a wagon. Haru and Arya, Yule. Oh yes, Yule. We remember about Yule. Rack and Vincente. Why did Rachel get petty over something else? I like that Rachel on the floor of death when she was actually likable. Also, Rachel was kawaii this chapter. Just saying. Yeah, man. Good for you. What do I rate this chapter? Like a 6.
it's like a 5. It's a setup chapter, not much.
I'm not mad at it, especially after last week. Like anything would have been better than last week's chapter because that was dog shit. Probably one of the worst chapters we ever got in Tower of God. Honestly, I definitely think it's the worst season 3 chapter. But yeah, like a cute little baby. But yeah, I give it a 6.5 for being nice, but 6. Gustan said to keep them alive on the mothership, and there's no reason to start a fight or reveal Party's identity publicly, so they just stole time, I guess. Okay. Questions? A little off topic, but either you got hacked this morning or your Discord is tweaking. Is it? What's wrong with my Discord?
I don't think it's tweaking, but probably yes.
Basically, raise like if I have another family like had them under my control, then I'll become the strongest family. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't forget Michael Ghost and friends of AA saw, so they probably thought Rachel was okay. That's true. That makes sense actually. Oh, that's totally true. You did, who Michael came with? What did he come with again? Like some type of. I almost said fluoride. It wasn't fluoride. He had something in his big needle. What was it again? Damn it. I don't know what it was, but I remember that. You're right. It's true. That's a good point. Why I hate the last chapter? It was fine to me. That's crazy because I already blocked it out. I gotta look at it again. Why didn't I like it? Oh, last week the chapter where was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Now I'm thinking about it. Was last week the chapter where it was just like they were like, bam, you could compete for yourself, and she was like, I'm gonna tell the family head like that. I don't know. The chapter was just completely nonsensical. Yeah, then like the optics of Bam being quote unquote pushed back was stupid, and Haji-san like Haji-san coming in like why he look like that? Like I don't know, nothing in this chapter made sense. Nothing, not one. So
basically, to answer your question, because I can't see who commented it. To basically answer your question, the problem that most of the people in here had with the chapter is that why was Bam's logic to dealing with the situation that somehow him defending himself against the princess was an omission of him wanting to marry her. And then her saying the rumors are over exaggerated. It's like, don't they have like tape of it? Didn't they like record it or something like that of nature? So it was just kind of stuff just like, what are we talking about here? And then why did Cha block for Bam? Like, it's just like little small stuff that added up to being like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what the problem was. And it was just like, why are we doing any of this? So basically, that's to answer your question. That's why.
Yeah. I just thought it was completely illogical from top to bottom. That's all. Like, cause like one thing I say about me, there's a lot of people in my like Patreon and stuff, join the Patreon and other places that like are generally very positive about Tower God no matter what, and even they're like, nope, nope. They just rejected that chapter. There's nope. So that's how I could know sometimes. Like it's not that crazy for me to think what I was thinking. So yeah. It was just full of contrivances is a good thing. But yeah, Lost Child, I saw your name was Genshin over Honkai, and I was gonna mention you, but I think I called you by accident. That's what it was. My Discord's not tweaking. I actually misclicked. I didn't even know you can do that. So yeah. All right. Anyways, we're gonna be out. Thank you guys for coming through. Shout out to the Patreon gang. Yes, sir. Shout out to my CBL, the Certified BAM lovers, and my Priests of Fire. But especially to the Fifth Zen Gods. Shout out to Triss, Abdel, AJ, Alan, Bloody Winters, Childish, Nujabes, David Langstaff, Irene Sharda, Jamarcus Cole, Cayenne, Chris, Lazy Dragon, Lucky Roo, Miles, Revenant, Scobe, Simi, and Sunny Kathapali. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you.